How to get into any medical school without turning into a bookworm. Myth number 1. You must enroll in a pre-med program such as a life science, health science, or medical science program because medical schools prefer students from these fields of study. This is false. The majority of medical schools don't care what program you were enrolled in as an undergraduate student. They simply care that you've taken all the prerequisite courses and that you've performed well academically, regardless of your program. So, enroll in any program that you're passionate about and explore your interests while taking your prerequisite courses, which will allow you to stand out as an applicant, to prepare for the MCAT, and also apply to the majority of medical schools. Myth number 2. You must attend a brand name university to get into med school because medical schools prefer students from prestigious universities. Much like your program of study, medical schools don't really care about what university you attended as an undergraduate. They simply want to see whether or not you performed well academically and that you have met all of their requirements. The prestige of the school has nothing to do with you gaining acceptance into a medical program. In fact, sometimes attending a brand-name university may hurt your chances, as they're more competitive, so your GPA will not be as strong. And since class sizes are so large, you may not ever form a relationship with your professors, and this can be an issue when it comes to asking for letters of reference. Myth number 3. Med schools only care about your grades and your MCAT scores. Well, this is also false. According to official statistics, having a high GPA and MCAT scores alone do not guarantee admissions. In fact, a significant number of students with extremely high scores are rejected every year. Med schools also care about your past experiences as a candidate and how they have helped you improve or develop your emotional intelligence and non-cognitive skills. Therefore, it's critical to plan well in advance to make sure you have all the required non-academic experiences. Now, let's consider some facts. Fact number 1. You must avoid pre-med forums to stand out. Well, first and foremost, you should be aware of the fact that most pre-med forums, because of their financial needs, have exclusive financial partnerships with various admissions consulting companies and prep companies that provide financial support to these forums in exchange for access to their students and their email list, which will serve as a marketing tool for these companies. Furthermore, as a result of these exclusive financial partnerships between pre-med forums and other organizations, the members are only exposed to the information and perspectives shared by these affiliates. Secondly, and more importantly, if your goal is to set yourself apart from all of the other candidates and present yourself as a unique applicant, then it doesn't make any sense to do what everyone else is doing by following the generic instructions and advice that are provided to students in such online pre-med forums. In fact, if you follow their advice, you'll only turn yourself into a generic applicant and will most definitely not stand out from most of the other applicants that visit those forums. Fact number 2. Students that plan in advance are 10 times more likely to get into med school the first time they apply, as compared to other students who haven't planned in advance. And of course, they save themselves from the hassle and the financial burden of reapplication. Fact number 3. You must have a clear plan of action well in advance in order to stand out amongst the thousands of other applicants. This means you must have been involved in appropriate activities, both academically and non-academically, during your early undergraduate years, so that you can provide ample evidence in your application of those qualities that the admissions committees are looking for in a strong applicant. Fact number 4. You must follow your passion. This is very simple and straightforward. By following your passion, you're more likely to perform well both academically and non-academically, and, as a result, stand out as an applicant. Fact number 5. You must select appropriate non-academic activities and referees for your application. Recall that gaining admissions into med school isn't simply about your didactic abilities. Medical schools want to know that you're a well-rounded individual who possesses strong non-cognitive skills and emotional intelligence. In order to develop or improve upon your non-cognitive skills and emotional intelligence, you must be involved in activities outside of academics that can serve to enhance these qualities. And of course, these activities will be used as evidence in your application to demonstrate to the admissions committee that you in fact do possess strong non-cognitive skills and emotional intelligence. Fact number 6. You must get rid of all of your Plan Bs. Now, this may sound unconventional, but let us elaborate. If you have Plan Bs, such as applying to graduate school or other professional programs, then you'll be continuously distracted, and you'll be less likely to gain admission into a medical program. The reasons are simple. Having backup plans may indicate that you haven't wholeheartedly committed to the process. If that is the case, then you need to honestly re-examine your true motivations for wanting to pursue medicine. Unless you are 100% committed to becoming a medical doctor and having reapplication as your only backup plan, then you won't devote the appropriate resources and attention that an effective and successful long-term plan requires. And this leads us to our final fact. Fact number 7. You must invest even more time and resources prior to the application process than during the application process. Why? Well, recall that it's all about planning in advance. That means doing all the right things before you apply, so that you have evidence of possessing strong non-cognitive skills and emotional intelligence, which you can provide on your application and discuss during your interviews. You need to demonstrate to the admissions committee that you've spent sufficient amount of time investigating the profession, increasing your knowledge, and, more importantly, being involved in various non-academic activities that either demonstrate your capacity for a non-cognitive skill or helped you develop a certain non-cognitive skill which you did not possess in the past. The point is, there's no magic pill when it comes to getting into med school. It requires hard work and appropriate planning. And here is how BMO can help you stand out from the competition and get into medical school. Click below to get your free 14-day trial of BMO Premed Mastermind Club to make your application stand out and take advantage of step-by-step checklists to help you plan ahead and stay ahead of your competition. Training videos for all aspects of the application process. Access to our private, members-only Premed Mastermind Facebook group, where you can interact with other like-minded Premed students and our admissions experts. Live office hours, so you can ask your questions from our admissions experts. Hard-to-get monthly interviews with admissions gurus. Perfect for students who are currently in planning mode, such as students that are a few months or a few years away from the application process. It's like having an admissions coach with you 24/7. Click below to get your free 14-day trial right now. There are absolutely no contracts, and you can cancel at any time. In fact, if you decide that this isn't for you, simply send us an email before the end of your free 14-day trial, and we'll cancel your membership promptly, and you will not be billed. And when you love the membership and decide to continue after your 14-day trial, like our hundreds of other savvy members, you'll be billed a low monthly fee of only $27 a month. That's less than your phone bill, and it's a 70% savings on our regular pricing of $97 a month just for joining us today. So click below to get your free 14-day trial right now. Sign up takes less than 60 seconds. Once you've signed up successfully, we'll send you your login details to the email address you provide at checkout, so you can get started right away. So click below and complete the short registration form to get started today before this offer is gone for good.